gentlemen, welcome back to the 19th man. Now with Origin 2 right around the corner, it is time to talk about my predicted lineup for both New South Wales and those filthy Queenslanders ahead of Game 2. Now look guys, if you want more content, let's make sure you smash that like button as well as comment and subscribe to the 19th man. I would really much appreciate it. But now it is time to get straight into this. We're going to start off with the winners of Game 1, New South Wales. They just flogged Queensland 50 points to 6, and I've made only the one change. So at fullback is James Tedesco. The wingers are Toto and the Fox. The centres, they were electric in Game 1. It's the Trell and Turbo. Halves are Luai Cleary, and the forwards go Saifidi, Cookie at hooker. Jakey Turbo lines up with Saifidi in the front row. The edges, Murray and Sims with Isaiah at the lock. And then on the bench, Jack Whiten, Junior Paulo, Payne Haas. And I've chucked Angus Crichton onto the bench and dropped Liam Martin to number 18. So I'll just quickly go through this one change. Obviously, don't want to change a 56 team. Angus Crichton, though, he's proven it in Origin. He's a top 3 back rower in the world, so you have to have him in there. And Liam Martin, he's still only very young, and he's coming off the bench for Penrith anyway. Keep him in the squad so he doesn't feel too left out. But yeah, I think it's pretty easy to tell Liam, mate, Angus Crichton, he's been in there. He deserves a second spot. He was only really dropped from the starting side for Game 1 because of that suspension, so I definitely keep Angus Crichton in that side. Liam Martin can go to 8th man. Abbey can go to 19th. You keep that squad together. They're not going to be playing this week anyway. That's what I would do. Now we're going to move on to Queensland, and there are some changes, so we'll go through them. So for Queensland, at fullback is AJ Brimson. On the wings is Holmes and Coates. With the centres, I've chucked Will Chambers in there with Dane Gagai. The halves are Cameron Munster and the captain, DCE. The front row is Christian Welch, Harry Grant, and Josh Papali'i. David Fafita, Felice Gafusi, and Big Tina around at the back row with Ben Hunt as my utility. Fodawaker, Kate Bell Arrow as Sua as the 18th man. Now, Queensland, this is a must-win game for them. They were really embarrassed, I think, in Game 1, I think it's fair to say. So they need some changes. The big one there is going to be Will Chambers. Obviously, Will Chambers, he's not a quality centre. He's a quality centre. He's an average centre, I think it's fair to say, at best. But you just need that leadership. And he's one of those players like a Tarek Sims. You just go out there, tell him to be a grub, tell him to get into Turbo's face because that's where you got to play him. Just get him running at Turbo, get him distracting Turbo because you need to shut down Turbo on the trial as much as you can for Queensland to have any chance in this game. Josh Papali'i, massive in, absolute huge in. I'd kill to see him in Blues jersey. If there's anyone who loves the Zinger box, it's Josh Papali'i. He also loves to wear the Queensland Maroons, so hopefully he doesn't do too much damage. Back row, just Tino Mevstalok with the arrow on the bench and Kurt Capewell. Unfortunately, he did score a try, but he just doesn't have the pace to keep up with Turbo, so you got to chuck him on the bench, and he's a top-tier back rower, so keep him on the bench. Fodawaker, he was their best forward in Game 1. Ben Hunt has so much more utility value. Obviously, Brimson goes to fullback anyway. Jai Arrow has to be in there, and Sue is my 18th man. So there is my Origin teams for Game 2. Hopefully, the Blues could just get up and smash them again. That would make everyone happy. Obviously, the Queensland Maroons need to turn up to keep this alive. And as a Blues fan, God, if Queensland, they love this sort of stuff, don't they? Everyone's riding up. No one's giving him a chance. So hopefully the Blues boys don't get too arrogant. Obviously, we get arrogant for a reason, guys. But Queensland, they need to fire up. That front row looks a lot better with Welch and Papali'i in there. But guys, let me know, what are your teams for Game 2? Queensland fans, would you select the same team as this filthy cockroach and New South Wales? Do you make any changes or do you go with Angus Crichton? Let me know, guys. Obviously, follow me on Instagram, smash that like and subscribe to the 19th man if you're enjoying this content. And don't forget this Sunday, the first episode of the Extended Bench. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.